Are you an injured worker or an injured worker's attorney and you're dealing with a California workers' compensation claim where the defendant was paying temporary disability and they stopped paying because of COVID and they've indicated that they had to shut down, therefore they don't have to pay? There's a case directly on point that can help get you the benefits you're legally entitled to. It is called Berkshire Hathaway Homestead Companies v. WCAB. Hi, my name is Michael Burgess. I'm a legal certified specialist in California workers' compensation and I've been a trial attorney since 2008. In workers' compensation in California, if a doctor provides an injured worker has temporary work restrictions and the employer can't accommodate them, they are legally entitled to total temporary disability benefits. This case looks like the fact pattern where, hypothetically, there was a work-related injury, an injured worker had temporary work restrictions, and let's just say that the employer was able to accommodate those work restrictions and then they were working. And then COVID happens and they shut down. Well, in this case, the defendant was saying we don't have to pay temporary disability benefits because the whole company shut down for a period of time. Well, the holding in Berkshire Hathaway Homestead Companies v. WCAB says they're liable to pay temporary disability benefits because it's very clear-cut based on the plain language of the law. That is, an injured worker is entitled to total temporary disability if, one, a doctor is indicating that they can't work at all, or there are temporary work restrictions that the employer is unable to accommodate. So it doesn't matter why they're unable to accommodate, whether they are saying that the work restrictions are too restrictive and they can't accommodate, or whether they shut down because of COVID. It's just the plain language of the law here. And again, it doesn't matter why the employer is not making the reasonable accommodation. All that matters is there's temporary work restrictions and a reasonable accommodation isn't made. If that's the case, pursuant to Berkshire Hathaway Homestead Companies v. WCAB, injured workers entitled to total temporary disability benefits. If you're an injured worker or an injured worker's attorney, and the defendant in a workers' compensation case stops paying temporary disability based on the assertion that they had to shut down for whatever the reason is, obviously right now it's COVID, give me a call. I will go through the case and help see if this case can be applied and get the injured worker the benefits they're legally entitled to.